welcome back to another module of Medical Transcription. I am your teacher, Mary Joyce Artaparin, a registered nurse and also a licensed professional teacher here at Limay Senior High School. For today's topic, we are about to discuss Lesson 9, Chapter 2, Medical Terminology. And before we start, let's first watch this video so we can have the glimpse of why is it important to learn medical terminology.
Imagine that you decided to move to a foreign country. When you arrived, you are thrilled to be in this new environment. There are so many new sights and sounds. You want to become part of this new culture, but your first attempts at interacting are awkward because you do not know the language. You can't make anyone understand you. All around you, people are engaged in interesting activities and important conversations, but you can't join in because you can't understand them. You feel confused and helpless. Your future in this country now seems uncertain, and you wonder if you will ever be anything more than just a spectator here. The same applies to medicine. Medical language is the language of the healthcare profession. Learning medical language is your key to a successful career in the healthcare field. Medical terminology includes all of the specialized vocabulary that medical professionals use to identify human anatomy, structures, and physiology or functions, as well as words that indicate location, direction, planes of the body, medical status, and instructions for administering medication. And of course, precise medical terminology is not used when conversing with patients. Because if patients hear a complex medical description of their illness, they may become frightened rather than reassured. This course is divided into two parts. First part is an introduction to medical terminology, discussing parts of medical terms and rules of analyzing, defining, building, and pronouncing medical terms. Correct pronunciation and spelling are crucial, because some terms sound the same, but are spelled differently and refer to different things. For example, ileum and ileum are pronounced alike, but the first term is part of the intestinal tract, and the second one is a pelvic bone. In the second part you are going to dive in body structure to increase your medical terms outcome. You will not find all medical terms in this course, but you will be able to understand majority of them. It is important to refer to a medical dictionary to know the definition and pronunciation of medical terms. Now, let's get started.
Thank you for watching the video, and I hope that everyone enjoyed it. So before we start, let us be reminded of our objective. Our first objective, which we have done with our Chapter 1, is understanding the basic medical terminology, and it goes hand in hand with our objective for today, which is to interpret abbreviations of commonly used medical terms and associated processes. And now, be ready to learn the following. First is common drug-related abbreviations. Second, the SI standard abbreviations or the metric system. Third, apothecary system. And the fourth one is other drug-related abbreviations. Let's go ahead and learn the common drug-related abbreviations. Please check your photocopy for 2 to 3 minutes. Are there any familiar abbreviations on the table? Is it easy to abbreviate words? Do you find any formula in abbreviating words? Please do not be confused, because today I'll let you know that the English meaning and Latin meaning of the word has something to do with its abbreviation. Let's go ahead and check the common drug-related abbreviations in this table. Take a look at column 1, column 2, and column 3. Please check the Latin meaning and how it corresponds to its English meaning, and how important Latin meaning in forming an abbreviation. Let's have an example. When you hear the word by mouth, as mentioned by doctors in the recording, as an MT, it would be easier to transcribe it as the anti-carcinogenic medicine should be given by PO, instead of the anti-carcinogenic medicine should be taken by mouth. Remember, familiarizing ourselves with these abbreviations make MT's job easier, making us effective and efficient at the same time. Try it by yourself. I will dictate some notes from a licensed physician and try to transcribe it using the abbreviations given on your table. Let's do it, guys. Are you ready? It's time to listen. Please get your laptops, cell phones, pen, and paper ready. Let's do number 1. Parenteral medication given to Mr. Detlef Bendig should be checked every 4 hours. Number 2. The optometrist suggested a follow-up check on his right eye. And number 3, Mr. Francis should be given antipyretic drugs whenever needed. Make sure to use the commonly abbreviated terms that we just discussed. Let's go ahead and check it. Number 1. Parenteral medication given to Mr. Detlef Bendig should be given Q4H instead of every 4 hours. Number 2. Checking on the right eye should be OD instead of right eye. And number 3. The antipyretic drugs, whenever needed, should be written or typed as PRN. Were you able to do it? Good job! Let us now move on to the next topic, which has something to do with a metric system. A metric system is an international form of measurement, and everyone is familiar with this because it is used to measure everyday things such as speed of car, volume of fuel, height of a person, mass of a sack of flour. Let's check your photocopies. Let's check the usage of the following metric system being used. Take a look at the table of the metric system example in front of you. There is meter, centimeter, kilogram, and gram. Let's try it by yourself. I will dictate again some notes from a physician and try to transcribe it using the abbreviations given on your table. Are you ready? It's time to listen again. Get your laptops, cell phones, pen, and paper ready. This is number 1. Mr. Amigo's prostate-specific antigen is down from 7.5 nanogram per milliliter to 2.4 nanogram per milliliter. Number 2. The size for a blood-filled endometrial cyst can range from 0.75 inches or 1.9 centimeters to 8 inches or 20.32 centimeters. And number 3. Mrs. White is undergoing low-carb diet and is expected to lose weight from 96 kilograms to 85 kilograms. Are you ready to check it? Let's do it. Check number 1. For nanogram per milliliter, instead of writing the whole word, it should be ng/ml. For number 2, centimeters can just be written as cm. And for number 3, kilograms can simply be as kg. And if you were able to do all of this correctly, then definitely it's a good job. Let's check topic number 3, apothecary system. Apothecary is a term used to depict pharmacists during the Roman Empire, and this was used to measure medical recipes or medicine, specifically volume and mass. Let's check your photocopies. Let's check the usage of the following apothecary system. We have the ounce, pound, gallon, and fluid ounce. Try it by yourself. Let's do again the dictation and the typing part. I will dictate some notes and please be ready to type it. Get your laptop, cell phones, pen and paper ready. Let's go with number 1. Mr. Reyes was instructed to check fluid intake of 60 to 80 ounces of water daily. And number 2, Mr. Serrano, an average adult weighing 150 to 180 pounds, should have about 1.2 to 1.5 gallons of blood in his body. Please make sure to do it correctly. Let's check it for number 1. Instead of typing ounces, you can just simply write OZ or type OZ. LBS for pounds and GAL for gallon. If you were able to do it correctly, then it's a good job. For the last part, let us know more about the other drug-related abbreviations. Check the table. You'll see intravenous, subcutaneously, intramuscular, and non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. And for the last time, please make sure that you are ready to transcribe whatever I will be dictating. Let's do it, guys. Have your laptops, your cell phones, your pen and paper ready, because this is the last one. Let's do it. Voltaren XR, Cataflam, Cambia, Zorvalex are branded name of diclofenac are examples of a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Let's check if you can transcribe it. Please check the spelling for Voltaren XR, Cataflam, Cambia, Zorvalex, diclofenac, and non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug should be NSAID. You did it? Good job! Let's now have our activity for today. Let us now combine our knowledge from Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Please listen to the direction. Medical word formation, combine the medical word parts and give its meaning. Let's go with number 1, ambilo, and the second word is opia. Number 2, iro and itis. Number 3, ana and cosis. Number 4, chondroenitis. Number 5, condylo and ectomy. Let's go to part 2 of this activity. Let us now abbreviate the following. I know you can do it. Number 1, microgram. 2, pound. 3, gallon. 4, intravenous. 5 is a drop. 6, morning. 7, every hour. 8, immediately. 9, by mouth. And 10, 4 times a day. Let's go ahead and check your answer. Are you ready? Let's do number 1. Amblyopia is a condition in which one eye cannot focus as clearly as the other. It is characterized by decreased vision. Number 2. Iritis is also known as chorioretinitis, swelling of the uvea, the colored part of the eye. Number 3. Anacosis is a total loss or absence of the ability to perceive sound as such. Number 4. Costochondritis is an inflammation of the connective tissue where the ribs attached to the breastbone or sternum are having sharp pain in front of the chest. Number 5. Condylectomy. It is a surgical removal of a condyle or a part of a knee. Let's abbreviate the following. Number 1 is MCG. Number 2 is LBS. Number 3 is GAL. 4 IV, 5 GTT, 6 is AM, 7 is QH, 8 is PRN, 9 is PO, and 10 is Q4H. Good job, everyone! Now let us try to think. Do you think that this lesson is important in becoming a medical transcriptionist? Of course, I want to hear your thoughts, so please make sure that during your vacant time, please feel free to message me on my Facebook account, Mary Joyce Flores Reyes the Parent, or join our discussion in our group chat in Facebook. Once again, thank you so much for listening today. I hope you had a great time studying the medical terminology in medical transcription. See you next time.